everybody, it's Jang here from jangbricks.com with a 2014 LEGO Ninjago set review. This is a fairly small one with only 207 pieces. Well, it's a decent piece count, but you kind of get a bunch of small little things. Set number 70722. It's called Overborg Attack and costs 20 bucks in the United States. The minifigs here are Lloyd, the Green Ninja, and Cyrus Borg. This version of Lloyd is the one that's most heavily adorned. He has the shoulder guards and also the scabbard on the back for holding dual swords. So this is the most fancy version of him. There you can see the two golden swords. I will take some stuff off so you can see more of the detail of the print. And then Cyrus Borg here actually gets two completely different looking versions. So this is really the Cyrus Borg version, but once he gets fully converted over, he gets turned into Overborg. Yep, they went with Overlord plus Borg from Star Trek Next Generation equals Overborg. I think that's a little bit cheesy, just the choice of names, but the figure looks pretty cool. Works really well. Interesting with the metallic arm on one side. You know, it's got kind of the half and half split face, two-face kind of thing going on. Taking that helmet off, there you can see the rest of the print on the mechanized side of him. Meanwhile, here's Lloyd without all the extra stuff on. He does only have one face, so there isn't a happy face on the back of there. But with everything taken off, now you can see the full face and you can see the full print on the torso, which is done very nicely. A bunch of different colors and some pretty fine detail. And here's a look at the print on the back of his torso. And you can see the happy face for Cyrus Borg again. Really, really nice little dragon emblem down there. I like that a lot. And it's got the really tousled hair. Lloyd gets a bike in this set, and it's a pretty good looking one. It's a pretty familiar general design they've used before, but still looks really good and has a perfect color scheme that goes with him just right. They did use two stickers there. Just good use of a small number of parts to make something that looks pretty good. The way this is designed actually has a little bit of suspension action to it. You can kind of push down here. It's just from bending the parts, but I think it's a cool, probably unintentional thing, but it's nice to have. This rolls very nicely and easily with the use of large tires, and because the tires are so wide, it stands up. It's not going to fall over when you don't want it to, so that's really good. Excellent for playability. Overborg, meanwhile, gets this six-legged mechanical chair with a little bit of a hovering section in the center of it. It's a little bit insectoid, the way that it's designed. And it has these two arms on the back which hold weapons, so he can actually use those once he's all plugged in, you know, networked in. He can use those kind of as his own arms. You see he's got one kind of compound weapon here with a saw and an energy blade on it, and you got a sword over on this side. These have a little bit of articulation. The whole thing can go back and forward. You can turn the hands in, although that doesn't work so well. It works better to turn the hands out. And you can also rotate these individually and make them straighten out a little bit. Doesn't really get a good forward attack when this is deployed just like this, but you can kind of pretend, kind of pick it up and do stuff like that. The chair fits onto the top of this thing called a tank bike. Right there's a little spot. There's a little thing that sticks up, a pin-sized bit that sticks up, and we'll just hold on to this. You can kind of clasp down with the legs to make it really integrate in with the thing and hold on really well. This is an interesting design. It's got a tank tread going down the middle of it, and as you can see, when you move the saw blades that are so integral to the look and feel of the bad guys of this series, it's, you know, everything's spinning pretty nicely. They did that the same way as they did on the little hover tank thing. Just put a small tire on a half Technic bushing, and it just rides against the ground. Moves around a little bit. They've got a little bit of room for this to move up and down, so that even if you're leaning, you can still get that spinning action, or at least on one side at a time, if not on both. So that's nice. You know, you can kind of lean it in turns. This is supposed to have two lasers right there and there. These daggers, I guess they can be used to poke things. You've got these swords that are also probably pretty dangerous. And then you've got the exhaust pipes out here. You got the spikes on the back, so you can't just come up directly from behind this thing. A lot of stickers used here. Stickers on the top, stickers on the sides. Well, I mean, 4 stickers, but I think for the size of the thing, it feels to me like a lot. A lot of use of transparent red pieces around this center section. It's going to be where all the energy transfers through and makes the connections. The only thing I don't like about this is that just for playability, this comes off kind of easily. I mean, I pushed it really down in there, but still, it doesn't go all the way down. It's not that great of a connection. If you don't do it just right, it's going to come off pretty easily. This stuff back here kind of flops around a little bit. These are always going to be just all over the place. The exhaust pipes, they're just in the way when it comes to playing and wanting to hold on to this thing. Unless you're being really dainty with it and just holding on right here, it's not going to happen. You know, it's all over the place. These are able to kind of go up and down. So if you're playing on a rug, these can get caught. You know, if you get too aggressive with it, they'll bend out. These here can flip around the wrong way. So there's a lot of features here, a lot of construction methods that are not very durable for playing with. Last things included in this set are a couple of terrain pieces, and these are supposed to be direct tie-ins to exactly what happens in one specific episode of the new Ninjago season. And basically what you're seeing here is the edge of a street with a little bit of a ramp section. That's the asphalt goes up, and then this is obviously a fire hydrant, and then there's a rubbish container here, a trash can, which has a couple pieces of things in it. The idea is that Lloyd is going to come up with his bike and he's going to use this as a ramp to actually jump over Overborg and his tank bike and make an escape. Set has a lot of interesting stuff to it, and I think it's a pretty good value, 20 bucks for all this stuff. I mean, forget about the number of pieces, you get a lot of play value with a lot of different things that you can mess around with here. I think the tank bike is a really good idea, has a lot of good ideas in it, but the execution is just a little bit off. The actual playability is a little bit rough. A lot of things move around a lot and need to be readjusted. I think that the best thing you can do for the most fun with this is to reduce some of the parts, take some of the things off of it, or make some of the things more or less flexible, you know, so that they don't move around so much. It becomes more durable. You have less stuff falling off that way, and it's more playable. I like the little chair. That's a cool little feature. The bike is simple, but it's nice. It's pretty sleek and has the really good color scheme that really goes well with Lloyd. I really think the best thing about this set is the Lloyd minifigure having the full complement. I think if you want to get one set that has Lloyd and you're not going to be able to afford the Mech Dragon, you know, you really want the Lloyd character to be able to play as, then this is definitely the one to get, because it's, you know, like I said, it's a good value. Plus you get the full outfit plus the 2 swords with the scabbard on the back and everything. So that works out really well. Let myself and other viewers know what your thoughts are about this set, especially if you're thinking about getting it or asking for it for a gift for a holiday or birthday or something like that. If you're really interested in it, really interested to hear what your thoughts are, or if you particularly don't like it for some reasons that I didn't even cover here, be sure to let those opinions be known. Your feedback is always appreciated in the comment section. Hope that you will come back and check out some more videos soon. I always release new videos on a very regular basis, so you can subscribe to get all the latest updates, or just follow the blog at jangbricks.com. Catch you in the next one.